Honorable Men Discord, AI or a real interview? Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So listen, I came across this clip which has the logo of Cam Capone News. That's a podcast, something similar to like how Vlad TV does his interviews, where Cam Capone is behind the camera asking questions of whoever the guest is. I want to say the Art of Dialogue does that also. I'm a fan of Art of Dialogue. I don't watch much Cam Capone News, but I watch the Art of Dialogue. But with that being said, I came across this interview with this guy with the bucket hat, and immediately I said, this can't be real. This can't be real. But I'm going to play what he said, and then we'll talk about it further. I have two other things queued up pertaining to this, but let's get into this, and I'll talk about it.
If you're over 18 and you never killed nobody before, and you a black man, you a sucker. You not what we looking for.
I'm a sucker because I haven't killed nobody? Dead ass? Shit, bro, I'd rather be a sucker than be in prison or dead, bro.
Like I said before, if you're over 18 and you never killed nobody before, and you a black man, you a sucker. You not what we looking for.
All right. So yes, I played it. I let it go again because I want that to sink in. He said, if you're over 18 and you never unalive somebody, you're a sucker. So I said to myself, this has to be AI. This can't be real, right? Before I go into what I have up next, let's look at the comment section, right? It says, yeah, Army enrollment rates have to go up, right? The other person said, bro, you got to post this again. This is going to be viral. It's funny. Well, I don't think it's funny. So, and I don't know what they mean by, yeah, Army enrollment rates have to go up. What are they saying by that? Don't know what they're saying about that. But listen, so I'm aware of Cam Capone News. Again, I don't watch his content often, but I do come across some things that I do watch. And I said, I need to verify if this is real. So I went to Cam Capone News, his YouTube page, and I don't see that guy with the bucket hat. Now, I don't know if this is an old interview or if it's AI. But if it's AI, it seems as though someone may be trying to sabotage Cam Capone News, right? Now, either they're intentionally trying to sabotage him or they're making fun of his content. It's possible that they did the AI to sort of poke fun at the type of interviews he does. Because I thought about this. I'm like, why don't I not see this guy? Because I was looking for the guy's name, first of all. I was trying to find out more about this guy who allegedly said that. Because I was like, this guy can't be serious going on a platform saying something so outlandish. But then again, nowadays, anything's possible. But again, I went to Cam Capone News. You can see me right now in real time going through. And I do not see anyone with a bucket hat. Now, I'm sure he has tons of videos. Let's go to this. See if I can find this guy. If anyone knows, if he's a real person, if it was a real interview, could someone please in the comment section let me know his name? Excuse me. You don't see him. I don't see him anywhere. This is why I think it's AI. But the person went ahead and put his logo, which I don't know if the person has issues with him, and it, again, is probably trying to sabotage his brand. But it's one thing to do an AI skit. It's another thing to actually use the person's logo and make it appear as though it was a real interview, right? Let me just go back to it one more time. See with the brick background. The brick background sort of looks like it's green screen. So it definitely doesn't look like real brick. But he has Cam Capone News, right? So then I thought the guy's name was Evil J the Devil. So then I went to the Instagram. Evil J the Devil has a mask on his face. It says comedian. So I guess this comedian put this together and thought it was a joke, but he put two different skits, right? So this says comedian, podcaster, streamer, financial consultant, recording artist. Now, financial consultant and wearing a mask, I don't know about that. I don't know how good of a financial consultant you would be. And I don't even think if you are a financial consultant, in my opinion, I think you should just have a separate page for that, because it doesn't go well with the other stuff, comedian and podcasting, and you wearing like a red face mask. But that's just my opinion. But going back to the subject in hand, so I played this video from his page.
He couldn't find nobody to kill, so he just went and killed his homeboys. That's why I like Wyman Melly. He couldn't find nobody to kill, so he just went and killed his homeboys. He was so bored. You know, what's his name? YMW Melly, what's his name?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who?
YNW Melly.
Yeah, I like him. I like that guy. He couldn't find nobody to kill, so he went and killed his homeboys. Then he made a song right after it. That was beautiful. Because I know how I feel like when you just want to kill somebody, man, and your homeboys right there, and they'll be having your back like that, and then you can easily just cover it up. I see that. I like that. He couldn't find nobody to kill, so he...
Who is this guy? Let me see. Cam Capone News. It puts World Star. Joe Budden. Say Cheese. 50 Cent. This is almost like a parody. Obviously, the comedian, he's poking fun at some of these interviews. This is my assumption of this, you know, and by all means, jump in the comments if you know a little bit more than me on this. But based on who he's tagging, it's almost like he's saying something indirectly about the content that all these people he post, right? So notice it put, everybody close ain't safe. Good job, YN Melly. You made me smile. I think he's not, obviously not. I don't think he's being serious. So I shouldn't say obviously. I don't think he's being serious when saying that. But he put no jumper, Big Homie .cc, Rap, Vlad TV, Camp Capone News, 607 Unk, DJ Cam Jones, Hoodville, TMZ _TV, World Star, Young LB, Little Pump, Red Chill _record, Trippy Red, Chief Keef Sosa, 50 Cent, Joe Budden, Say Cheese TV. I honestly think I'm accurate in my assumption in all of this. I think this comedian guy who goes faceless on his page, on his Instagram, I don't think this is a real interview, but I think he's trying to make a point of the ignorance that's being promoted by many channels that are out there. If you think I'm wrong in my assumption, let me know why you think I'm wrong. But him tagging all these people, says something to me, right? He put real talk. Some minds don't want peace. They crave chaos. When the switch flips, loyalty don't mean nothing. Brain something. And then same people you laugh with can turn into your biggest threat overnight. That ain't strength. That's a broken mindset dressed up as power. No control, no discipline, just destruction. The streets don't make killers. They expose who was already lost. Move smart. Everybody close ain't safe. All right, so let me exit out of this one. This is the second one.
If you win a game, you're 40% slow, Down syndrome, retarded in some kind of way. I ain't never met like no smart gangbanger. All the way smart. If you was all the way in the gang, by definition, you can't be all the way smart. There's no way. You can't. And Cali is a culture. As soon as you get to Cali, I've been going to Cali my whole entire life. All my people from here. I got the blood homies in Vallejo. I got the Crip over here I can't say nothing about. Listen, it's all so slow to me. It's slow. Then y'all got the rich homies, but they soft as hell. And they ain't nothing but food. So sometimes they always end up getting stuck or something because that's what's supposed to happen to soft people. Die for that. Die with because you don't have the means to get it again. Go ahead. Die with it. If you win a game.
Listen, again, I don't know if this is AI, but if it is AI, I'm going with the theory that I just mentioned a few moments ago. If it's not AI, who is this guy? Evil Sins TV. This guy wears a mask. This guy wears a mask. You can look at my phone. Right? I just looked it up. Can you see that? I don't know if it's backwards. Just looked him up. Evil Sins TV. I'm looking at the handles on the side. Again, wearing... I thought his face was painted, but he's wearing a red mask. Listen. Look what he says in this comment. He said, real talk, the streets don't just take your life, they rewire your mind. This ain't tough, this is neurological. Violence, stress, paranoia, trauma, that's what you feed in your brain every day. Science already showed it. Higher anxiety, PTSD, impulsive decisions, no long-term thinking. That life don't build discipline, it conditions chaos. You think you're in control, but you're reacting, not thinking. That ain't power, that's programming. Smart ones adapt and escape. The rest stay stuck in a loop. They don't even realize they're in. I don't disagree with him. Listen, I'm gonna go on the limb and assume this guy's in his 20s, early 20s, or maybe even younger. Contrary to what he's posting, I think he's an advocate against the street life and against all those people that he mentioned in his previous handle, like the he put 50 Cent, he put Vlad, all those other podcasts, other celebrities, all those people he posted, like 607 Unc, who I'm unfamiliar with, World Star, Say Cheese TV, No Jumper. He's doing these things because he's going against what they're promoting. That's my assumption. That's my theory. What's your thoughts on this? Let me see. Oddly enough, I don't even see that clip that... Oh, here we go. More clip of this guy. More clips of this guy.
I know, but listen, I just want to tell you something. Nipsey ain't Martin Luther King. Nipsey ain't Malcolm X. Ain't nothing happened. We don't have no black leaders now. The black leaders we got right now is rappers. Name one black leader right now. Obama ain't no black leader. There's none. There's none. I know, but listen, I just want to tell you something. Nipsey ain't Martin Luther King. Nipsey ain't Malcolm X. Ain't nothing happened. We don't have no black leaders now. The black leaders we got right now is rappers. Name one black leader right now. Obama ain't no black leader. There's none. There's none. I know, but listen, I just want to tell you something. Nipsey ain't Martin Luther King.
I don't know. The more clips I'm seeing, I'm thinking this is a real interview. What's your thoughts, those of you watching? I'm starting to think this is a real interview. Why it's not on Cam Capone's official page, I have no idea. Maybe it's deep in his archives. But I'm starting to think this was a real interview.
That's why I like new sex with new, because the new sex with your new girl is way better, because your new girl, she ain't got to suck you first. All she got to do is you touch the thigh, you're crawling down your leg like a caterpillar. You got caterpillar going down, finna turn into a moth or a butterfly, because you can make love to the, so you can moth the butterfly is the love. The moth is the the demon. You know, you can only do that on the, you can take it and break it. Because I be hawk smash. I jump from the free throw line like Michael Jordan, my tongue got it. But the old man, you gotta start them up like a Chevy. That's why I like new sex with new, because the new sex with your new girl is way better, because your new girl, she ain't gotta suck you.
Listen, I don't... Listen. I'm going to stick to the topic at hand. If that was a real guy being interviewed... Wait a minute. This looks like him also. I think this is a real guy. Oh. This looks like him. With this cotton hat on. This looks like the same as that guy. Let's see what he has to say here.
And the women, if you've been stripping for 10 years and you ain't rich, you got a cocaine habit. All the ladies who be dancing all over the world. Ladies, if you've been dancing for more than 10 years and you ain't rich, you got a nice ass body and you're beautiful, you are a cocaine habit. The cocaine is...
This guy's too much. Listen, I don't know who the guy is, but I could assume this guy in this video is the same guy who's sitting here with the bucket hat. It looks like the same guy. All right. So with that being said, going back to the reason for this video, why would he say something outlandish like this? Was he trying to go viral? Or does he really mean it? Is this what he really believes? Right? Let me see if I can get this to play back one more time.
I'm a sucker because I haven't killed nobody, dead ass? Shit, bro, I'd rather be a sucker than be in prison or dead, bro.
Like I said before, if you over 18 and you never killed nobody before, and you a black man, you a
Yeah. The guy seems to be real after watching the rest of the videos from this Instagram from Evil J the Devil, right? He seems to be a real person. If he turns out to be AI, that would be the best thing, because I don't want to believe an actual human being would say something like that. Because what do we get from that? Is this guy a father? If this is a real person, is he a father saying something like that? Do you want your kids, your son? You want your son committing a murder before he's 18? Or are you speaking to those that choose the street life, that they, you're not a real street person? Is he speaking to those in the streets? And even still, I think it's crazy to speak like that. But how old is he if he's real speaking like that? This just can't be it. If anyone agrees with him, I'll see you in the comment section. But I highly doubt anyone's going to jump in the comment section agreeing with this guy. I think this is completely ridiculous to say something like that. I think the black community is destructive enough without having men advocate for the BS publicly. And we don't need it. We don't need it. I think it's I don't know if he was paid to say that. I don't know if this is some type of like project that they put this out and see if it goes viral, see what kind of reactions come from it. But we don't need that. There's enough problems going on in the inner city than for someone to go in an interview and say something like this. What's your thoughts on this? Listen, that's all my thoughts. Again, I decided to talk about this because I was shocked when I saw it. I couldn't believe it. And I wanted to believe that this was AI, but it looks like he's a real person. It looks like this is a real guy sitting there saying that in front of a fake backdrop of bricks. But what's your thoughts on all this? Listen, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, stay honorable.